Welcome, dear soul, to a quiet space where the words of Rumi invite us gently inward. Here, we wander through moments of calm reflection, tender longing, and profound truth, wrapped in the soft glow of hope and melancholy. Let your heart open as we journey through this delicate tapestry of solitude, healing, and unspoken mysteries. He speaks softly to the king, urging you to shape your home into a sanctuary, a place for the soul to breathe freely, away from the noise that weighs the spirit down. The call is tender, yet firm. Keep even kin and strangers at bay, for sometimes the deepest peace blooms only in complete solitude. Within silent corridors where no ear listens, the echoes remind us how rare it is to find someone to hear our truest whispers. There is a longing, a secret yearning, to ask the hidden maiden the questions of the heart, to seek answers from shadows that only the soul dares to face. Yet the house remains empty, hollowed by absence, where warmth once dwelled, but now only solitude sings softly. In this solitude, only the healer and the sufferer remain together, locked in their intimate dance of pain and cure, knowing this struggle is theirs alone. A gentle voice inquires, softly, "Where is your city?" inviting you to consider the inner world you truly call home, beyond the streets and walls that surround us. For every city's people, healing is its own story, unique and deeply personal, just as every soul's wounds and remedies are distinct. And in that quiet city within, who walks beside you in kinship? What threads bind you in closeness, not just by blood, but by spirit and heart? He places his hand on the pulse, a single beat alive with delicate energy, feeling the fragile yet persistent rhythm that carries us through. Again, the persistent question rises, how do we face the harsh turns of fate? Like when a thorn pricks the foot, small pains that catch us unaware and linger more than we realize. The simple act of lifting that foot to the knee is so human, an instinct to confront pain directly, without hiding. With careful attention, the search begins at the thorn's tiny tip. If not found, lips softly explore where hands cannot reach, tender and desperate for relief. Such elusive pain, how it hides like a thorn that burrows deeper with every struggle. But if the thorn is in the heart, how do we confront that? We ask, yearning for answers that often remain just out of reach. These inner wounds, silent and unseen, are carried quietly, rarely laid bare to another's gaze. Sometimes the pain feels like a thorn beneath the tail of a donkey, inflicted unknowingly, endured blindly, and met only with frantic, desperate leaps that strike the thorn deeper still. A cycle of pain and reaction, where struggle often only embeds the hurt more firmly. It takes a wise hand to gently pull out such a thorn, a steady, knowing touch gifted with understanding and care. The donkey's wild thrashing reflects our own frantic attempts to rid ourselves of pain, often wounding our spirit further in the process. But in the presence of a master, compassionate and skilled, relief begins. With soft hands that test and shift, healing is patient and tender, a quiet exploration of each ache. From the maiden's tale, the path unfolds, stories weaving meaning from mystery, leading us like a gentle light in the darkness. Once more, curiosity gently nudges, how fare your friends? The pulse quickens, and we find warmth in open sharing and stories told with trust and honesty. Life's intricate dance of ranks, places, and faces unravels softly, each detail part of the fabric we weave together. Listening deeply, attuned to the subtle rhythms beneath words, we seek to understand the soul's yearning, to find from whence the world's pulse arises. There, in that sacred aim of the soul, lies a destination hidden within the vast embrace of existence. Counting friends and their cities, naming places that mark the trail of belonging and loss, he asks where the heart lingered longest after departing from home. Where did you dwell most? The answer flows gently, a passage from one city to another, like life's ever-moving river, reshaping color and pulse as transformation takes hold. One by one, courtiers and cities pass through memory's quiet holes. The simple essentials of sustenance and shelter remind us of what truly grounds belonging. City by city, house by house, stories are shared, woven beads in the luminous necklace of our lives. Sometimes stillness rules the face and pulse, a fortress in the face of hardship, steady and unyielding. Then, a tender shift toward a sweet place, Samarkand, awakens the pulse, cheeks flushing with sudden emotion. From that golden forge, a person is shaped. The alchemy of the soul takes form in the hands of the wise. When the suffering man discovers this secret, a quiet unveiling happens. The root of pain revealed, painful yet freeing, the turning point toward healing. Seeking closeness, he asks where his beloved waits. By the bridge, in the quarter called Gatafar. Such details ground the longing, placing desire within reach. Understanding dawns swiftly, and with it, a promise of deliverance bright as rain falling soft on a thirsty meadow, nurturing and renewing. Compassion deepens. I carry your sorrow. Do not grieve, comes the vow. Tender as a lover's touch, stronger than the love of 100 fathers. Yet, this sacred trust must be kept silent, a secret held like a fragile flame, for many may seek it in vain. The house of your secrets, when it becomes like your heart, becomes a sanctuary where longing is fulfilled swiftly and surely. The prophet's ancient wisdom whispers, those who keep their mysteries concealed find themselves paired with their deepest desires, just as seeds hidden in earth burst forth in green light. What lies beneath the surface nourishes and transforms. Treasures kept out of sight grow strong and true. Worth, like gold and silver, needs its hiding place to be nurtured and refined. The promises and kindness of the wise one wrap the sufferer in safety, quieting fears with gentle hands. True promises glisten bright, heart-pleasing and real, yet shadows remind us some vows are illusions, causing grief and teaching caution. Still, promises from those of grace flow like living treasures, softening hardened hearts, while empty promises become wandering pains, bitter lessons of trust mislaid. In this journey through silence, pain and hope, we are held tenderly, a reminder that healing and love often grow quietly beneath our tender gaze. Stay here for a moment with these whispers, these delicate truths. Let the calm, the longing, and the gentle assurances sink deep into your being. When you feel ready, you may return to this sanctuary again, for Rumi's words always await, ready to guide us softly home.